Y'all, I just spent the last 30 minutes talking and it didn't even record. I am so pissed because I don't feel like oh my God, I'm so mad. But anyway, let's just do this all over again and I'm gonna go from memory and hopefully I see it's recorded now. I don't, it was recorded. It just didn't, oh my God, something interrupted it and it took the whole file off. I'm just so pissed by that. But you know, it is what it is. So we back again. Okay, this is Queen Sugar and I'm not going to make this long because most of the episode wasn't much, but it got good that second half, baby. Darla came through with the clutch and I'm just loving the fact that Darla, this last couple of seasons, she's been coming into her own, and this season Darla, she's arrived. Okay, she has arrived. But we get up into the episode and it's season 7 episode 10. They existed, right? And the episode, I would say this is one of the more joyous episodes, one of the more happier episodes, because you know, sometimes when we get on Queen Sugar, baby, it's one of those roller coaster rides where we don't know whether or not we're gonna be happy, we're gonna be sad, we're gonna be sitting up in here in our feelings or whatever, girl. But we got a little happy situation going on right here at the beginning. Dominic comes home. Okay, now listen, Nova was on that phone, girl. Nova was on that phone talking to Dominic, and Dominic on there talking about some, you know what, I know it's kind of messed up that it went from weeks to months that I've been gone. I said months. Months? Girl, I said, Nova, you done turned into a long distance ass relationship. Is that what you put in the chorus for? And he talking about some, do your feelings change? Have your feelings changed because of this or whatever? I said, shit, hell yeah. Because I ain't signed up for no long distance relationship. But you know, if you love a person, if that's what you are into and you really want that relationship, you will put up with a lot of stuff, I guess. I don't know if I'd be, I mean, especially if they gonna come back. You know they coming back, but some people will hang in there, some people won't. But anyway, you know, she was like, no, my feelings haven't changed. I thought she was going to say yes. And I was about to say no, but break up with his ass, okay? Because then all of a sudden, when she asked him, has his feeling changed? He kind of paused and then tried to say like, well, you know, actually, I've been doing a lot of thinking. And I was like, girl, what? Break up with him, go ahead and get with Camille. You know, because I said, Dominic, you was holding on by a string, okay? You know, I just wanted y'all to break up for no reason. Because I'm just that type of person. Like, Dominic probably is the better partner for Nova, okay? I mean, he fits her intellect and everything. You know what I'm saying? But when Camille came up into the picture, I don't know, maybe because it's a woman, and I just, you know, that's my ministry. I said, go ahead, Nova, and get you some, okay? Go ahead, play around with that. Put Dominic to the side or whatever, you know, and somebody came knocking on the door and it was Dominic. I was like, oh, that was cute and all that shit. So I'm saying, let me put Camille to the side and I ain't gonna break this up. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and flourish, right? And so, you know, they had to do what they do, you know, get it in a little bit or whatever with her little waist beads and all that shit. And he talking about some, you know, maybe next time you can come with me when I leave again. I said, me and Nova said, baby, why are we talking about leaving again? You just got here. Can we wallow up in this, what we're doing? Like, what? Sir, no, calm the fuck down and just let us, first of all, we need to go take a shower because we got to go get ready for Prosper and Miss Sandy wedding. Dominic was like, okay. And I feel like Dominic tried to, you know, bust another one out for it. And I said, that's fine. Get another one because, you know, you deserve, both of y'all deserve, you know, and go ahead and get that shower going so y'all can go ahead and be at Miss Sandy's wedding. You got Ralph and Darla over there getting ready. You know, they being lovey-dovey and everything. And I just love the trajectory of their relationship and how it went from, you know, the ups and downs. Like, they were down in the fucking dumps. And they was able to come together and to really find love again. Because at one point, it was a point that Ralph just did not see it for Darla. Ralph just did not see it for Darla, especially when Darla was still messed up when he got out of jail. He just did not see it for her. But then they overcame that, and I'm so glad that they was able to do that. You know, he he was a little nervous or whatever because he the best man. He got to think of the speech and everything, and you know, talking about how his wedding to her was like one of the top 5 greatest things that happened in his life. And Darla was like, I bet you I can name all 5 of them. And he was like, go ahead, what? She was like, the birth of Blue. And he was like, okay. The birth of Trudy. Okay. You know, our wedding. Okay. You getting out of jail doing what you gotta do. And so what's number 5? He said number 5 hasn't happened yet because, you know, their story is still going. I said, you know what? It's really poetic sometimes the way that the script is written. And now that I realize that the titles of the episodes, I probably already knew this and I forgot it. That's why I asked why the episodes be sounding like that. But the titles of the episodes are poem titles or whatever. It just makes sense. It makes sense. So I was just really here for all of that beautifulness, okay? You got them down at the barn. Hey, in the middle of the barn. Spoken, hey now, hey in the middle of the bar. Y'all don't know nothing about that Chicago. That's that crucial conflict, bitch. Okay, baby, I never forget. I was looking at Homecoming. And let me tell you something. It just took me back to when I was looking at Coachella the first time when it was actually live and happening. And I heard that. I said, bitch, y'all know this. And then when y'all was like, girl, yeah, they be playing that all the time down there at the games, at the homecomings and shit like that. I said, girl, I didn't know they played Crucial Conflict like that, bitch. All right. You know, shot down. Okay. But anyway. You know, the wedding was beautiful, okay? First of all, before we get there, it was a touching little moment between Billy and Prosper. Prosper was a little bit nervous, and, you know, Billy was just being there helping her daddy out and all that stuff. They get down there to the farm. Baby, they was on a barn. I said, you know what? Black people so resourceful. Black people know how to make the simplest shit so goddamn beautiful. Because, baby, I would have never thought. Because I was like, I don't want to get married up in this dusty ass shit. That shit was beautiful as hell. Okay. I said, you know what? This is cute. This is resourceful. We love it. You know, Prosper up there, you know, just waiting. Miss Sandy come out, baby. Miss Sandy come out in her little white dress, her little white lace dress or whatever, with her little shawl and her little cape on there. I said, bitch, with her good hair, her good wig, bitch. I said, you know what, girl? You better fucking do that shit, okay? With her little bouquet of flowers. Miss Sandy was it, girl. Okay, she came down there. Prosper was looking like, that's my motherfucking baby right there. I said, I know that's right. But anyway, so they get down there, you know, they start doing the little vows and everything. I said that was so cute the way that they did their vows, you know. She said something, he said something, she said something, then he said something, and then they exchanged the rings, then they kissed it, and then they pulled out a broom, right? You know, because we jumped the broom and shit. And so Sandy was like, I know some of y'all over there probably thinking, oh, we too old to jump the broom, but guess what? Bitch, we gonna do it anyway. And when I said, bitch, they finna fuck this broom up, okay? They finna jump on top of the broom. Girl, I said, hold on, don't hurt yourself, okay? You ain't got to prove a point, you know? All right, we get it. Girl, they stepped over that broom 1 foot at a time. And baby, when I tell you I fell out at that shit was so funny for whatever reason. But it was so cute. After they get married and do what they did, I'm sorry. I was just looking at these because y'all know it's election day. Baby, Texas and Florida. Y'all ain't gonna never learn. Y'all ain't gonna never learn. But anyway, you know, Billy was in the bathroom putting her makeup on. Nova came back there and they just started talking or whatever. Apparently Billy had been up there in Chicago with Vince. Okay, they was rekindling things, and you know, she was like, she feeling him a little bit more now. You know what I'm saying? She feeling different. Like she really want to make this shit work with him. And Nova was like, you are healing. You know, you just never really had an opportunity to heal. You never got over whatever was going on. And now you are allowing yourself to heal. You're in a healing process and you're opening yourself up to love. Okay. And so, you know, that wound up happening. They wind up, you know, just kicking it. And, you know, Nova told her, I was really glad that you came out here. You know what I'm saying? And I really wish we would have got a chance to see Nova and long-term friends actually be friends. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, throughout the season, at least have that one person that stayed with her, not just her family, but not a new person coming in each season, but somebody that was always there throughout the seasons. You know, that would have been cool. Because it looked like Nova didn't really have no real friends if you really look at it. You know what I'm saying? So they get out there. Nova poured a Ralph on the floor. They was dancing to my childhood song. This was my theme song. Back to life. Back to reality. Baby, my mama used to put that shit on just to shut my ass up and to distract me, okay? That was my childhood theme song. You couldn't tell me nada, okay? Bitch, I was in the video, okay? For all I cared, you know. But, that was really cute. I really love that scene because it just showed how far Ralph and, you know, Narla. Ralph and Nova came from a long time, you know, because... y'all know a couple of seasons ago, Ralph was not seeing it for Nova, and he was barely seeing it for her last season. And now he got back onto the good foot, I should say, with her. And so, you know, to see that, and then for her to pull him to the side, and for them to have this touching moment where she told him, Darla told me about, you know, the whole movie situation and how she's okay with me doing the movie. Okay, she's okay with me doing the movie, and hold on one second. She was like, yeah, Darla said she was okay with me doing the movie, and she gave him a check, and he was like, what is this? And I was like, what is this? And I want to know the price, bitch. Girl, it was big enough for her to say, maybe this can help you get the farm back. I said, oh my God. And the look on Ralph's face, like he was holding back tears. And when he hugged her, I said, oh, that is beautiful. And then here come Miss Parthena. Miss Parthena had to bust the stuff up and was like, listen, y'all don't smell that, Ralph. It smelled like something burning. Girl, Ralph said, it smell like cane burning or something. But this ain't the season for cane. What's going on, baby? We look outside the barn. Girl, it's cane over there on Landry's side of the part of the land. Burning, which is way too close to the co-op, okay? And so they trying to figure out what's going on. They go out there, put the stuff out, they come back up in here, and it's like a dark cloud over the wedding at this point, because they're like, what is happening? Who will set this on fire? Was it Sam? Was it somebody else? Is this intimidation? What is going on? You know, but at this point in time, Miss Vi was not finna let that shit happen, okay? Vi said, listen, I know this shit going on, but I'm not finna let this ruin this wedding. We got a special occasion going on, and what y'all gonna do, y'all gonna go get cleaned up, and y'all gonna come back out here and we gonna party, okay? Micah got up there, well, I say Ralph, he said his little speech for Prosper, you know, and the fact that Prosper has impacted his life for a long time and was like a second father to him. That was very beautiful. Micah get up there, you know, saying his little speech to everybody and introducing Vi and her cake. She said, bitch, I did that. Okay, girl, I said, Vi, you really did do that. You know what I'm saying? Vi finna get out there up in, you know, other markets, okay? Listen, that man came up in there and offered her a little deal to be up in this you know, supermarket or whatever last week. So hey, Vi up here stepping her pussy game up, okay? Or I should say her cooking game up. I shouldn't have said that because somebody gonna be like, oh my God, actually that wasn't necessary. Girl, stepping her cooking game up, stepping her bakery game up. She is doing the damn thing, okay? She said, bitch, where there's a will, there's a goddamn way, and I'm gonna make my way in this world with these pies. I said, you better fucking do it, girl. Okay? But you know, they have a good time with that and everything is great. You know, after that, I guess the wedding is over with. It's the next day because then we see Micah and Kiki together. You know, Kiki is sitting at his place and he's showing her some of the photos that he took of the wedding and everything, and she was just, you know, telling him this is beautiful and everything, and you know, they just having a little time. And then Micah just said, girl, let me ask you this. And she was like, what, Micah? Why you break up with me? I I said, yeah, Kiki, put her up in the hot seat, because if you're gonna be popping up on here, baby, let's go. Let's ask the questions that we all want to know. Why you break up with Micah? Because as soon as he broke up with your ass, baby, he done turned into a hoe. Okay, he done went through his whole phase. As soon as he broke up with you, girl, just sleeping with this person, that person, questioning this and all of that stuff. Girl, she said, listen, we was just going in our separate ways. That's all that it was. And once you look at it, that's literally what it was, okay? Because if you go back to seeing how it was when they were in high school and they got together towards the end of high school, and then once they got to college, you know, they was in sync in high school for the most part. You know, she was showing him new things and everything, and he was acclimating to it, and he was discovering himself. And as he was discovering himself, you know, he get to college, and this opens up a whole new realm for him, okay? And he's like big man on campus because of who he is. And he's not just, you know, he's just not, you know, stationed to just this one particular high school where everybody from that parish or everybody from that city or whatever, or that block or wherever, that vicinity knows him already. So they really don't care who he is. You got people that's coming in from different states and cities or whatever that's like, oh, you David West. Davis West, son, you Michael West, okay? You know, so it's like this, oh, we got a semi-celebrity up in here, you know, so let's treat him this way, let's treat him that way. And we knew that them girls were trying to throw their draws at him, and we saw how he was acting, especially when he pledged, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they was going in different directions. We saw how Kiki was responding to it. He got a little jealous that she possibly could have been having another love interest and all that stuff, but you wasn't giving her the attention that she needed. So hey, it is what it is. And you know, she said, "Bitch, I seen the people that was just looking at me and then looking at you and like judging me about." Why is it that you with the person that like me that has like the little country twang and she's country and all this stuff? And I'm pretty sure it was some colorism in there too, because he's light skinned and she's dark skinned, you know, when that goes down there in the South or whatever. And it's just like, wow, would he want to be with somebody like that? And I'm just sitting here like, you know, that's some true shit. That's some true shit. And I know somebody probably gonna be like, I don't think it's colorism. Yeah, girl, it most definitely was, okay. And that's been a theme. But that's just how it is. Just how it is. And so, you know, he was like, I didn't even realize that. And it was cute that he was trying to connect with her at one point. They holding hands. I said, so what, we finna get back together? We finna get back together? Girl, I don't know. At one point, the family came together. You got Darla Vine, Hollywood, Ralph, and Billy sitting down there with Vince, because Billy said, listen, I can call Vince and get him to come down here and see what's going on, because he dealt with some stuff like this. So basically what it all comes down to is intimidation, okay? This has been done in previous situations and court cases and things been brought up, what Landry is trying to do, trying to get back at them, trying to intimidate them, trying to make them give up on what they're trying to do, their goal with this co-op and everything, since it's going and defying him. You know what I'm saying? Since they're resisting him, let me put the pressure on them to make them break, and it's not going to do it. You know, they got the papers and all that information or whatever from Randolph. They used to work at the USDA, you know, before he was fired. And Ralph want to go down there and see Landry. And they was like, no. We don't want that to happen, because if you go down there and you say something to him, it's going to make it seem as if you're trying to intimidate him, right? And Darla, and plus, because y'all already got y'all issues going on, Darla was like, I'll go down there. Listen, he wouldn't expect me. And baby, when I tell you Darla went down there and had that motherfucker sitting there looking shook with shit. Like, did this bitch really just say this stuff to me? Huh? Like, how she know that? And why am I sitting here contemplating life like, what the fuck is gonna happen next? Like, did this bitch just really say that? That's literally how Sam was looking, because at first he made it seem like he wasn't sweating. He was like, oh, look at you here, Miss Bordelon. She was like, yeah, I'm here and I want to talk to you about somebody burning some cane on your land or whatever. He was like, listen, I got so many lands and all that stuff, so many farms. I don't know who, you know, doing what on what, okay? And was like, oh, so just like you don't know about the fact that, you know, you got shortages happening and you're in debt and you're this and you that. Baby, I don't know who the fuck told you what, okay? I don't know what you think you know, but you don't. So what you need to do, you don't need to come down here acting like you know some shit, bitch. That's basically what he wanted to say, okay? Darla was looking at her like, oh, okay. But let me just tell you this. I know your house of cards is crumbling. You know it. I know it. And you a pathetic little man. And we just gonna sit our asses here and watch that shit happen. Watch, okay? Okay? Because you're not finna win this shit. Baby, when she told that man off and then smiled in his face and turned around and walked the fuck away, I said, you better fucking do that, bitch. She got on the phone. She was over there with Darla. Ralph had called Billy and said, look up the discrimination against the, I think that it could be something else that's going on, like relief, you know, funds for disaster reliefs, okay? Because they figured out that not only is it intimidation, not only was they discriminating against, you know, farmers and giving them, you know, I guess like extensions on their farm to get the mortgage paid in or whatever. Also, when it came to relief, when disasters happen, like lightning stuff and everything, these farmers, these black farmers wasn't getting the relief in time or wasn't getting the relief at all. But yeah, when the white farmers put their stuff in, they automatically got their shit. And so they literally could see the difference in those papers that Randolph gave them. And so now you got the clear evidence that discrimination is going on. And so at this point, Darla and Ralph was down there at the USDA and they was talking to Mr. fucking Roy Miller. I was so mad that he was my last name, bitch. You know, technically speaking, I probably got his last name. Slavery. That they're trying to take out of our school books, okay? But yeah. So he was like, what's up? What y'all doing here? Ralph said we want to pay for the farm, pay off our loan for the farm in full. He put that check. Oh my God. He put that check on the table, right? Baby, that motherfucker said, I'm not finna take this. I don't know how you got this. And then at one point said, I'm not in the business of taking money from thugs or whatever that do shit illegally. I said, hold the fuck up, Robin. I'm sorry. Hey, if y'all didn't seen Real Housewives of Potomac this past Sunday, you knew exactly why I said that shit. Okay. I said, excuse the fuck out of me, bitch. Thugs and shit, illegally got to this stuff or whatever. Darla looked at Ralph and said, and she said, no, don't worry, baby. He ain't even finna do nothing to get me riled up or nothing like that. But you know, he told him about, he kept on bringing up Landry about how, you know, you've been giving him this and giving him favors and, you know, he in debt and all this stuff. Oh, Landry, he is a good upstanding citizen and that's a good family to the community and this and woo woo woo. And then Darla said, but okay, since you don't want to take this check, what can I do? You know? And at first I was looking at her like, are we throwing pussy around or whatever right there in front of your husband? Because Mr. Roy was looking like, and I said, no, darling, we're not reverting back. He was like, I mean, everybody takes, you know, skits and skit on things or whatever and take bribes and all this stuff. So, if you want to do this thing, she said, what, do it in cash? And he was like, yeah. I said, bitch. Girl, why they recorded his ass? I said, come the fuck through. Yes, y'all better fucking do that shit. So now they got proof. And they done took that shit to the goddamn agriculture committee or whatever. And so Ralph, he a little nervous about going up there to, you know, talk about it. Because he's just not that type of person. And Darla was being that wife that was just there to encourage him and be like, listen, baby, you said that you wasn't good at school. You said you wasn't good at math, but I didn't see you do all these calculations for the goddamn farm in your head. In your head with no calculator. You are going to be great. And at this point, little baby True got up and she started walking. I said, oh, that is so cute. Meanwhile, you got Nova over there with Dominic, and she over there talking about how she's gonna write something new, you know, about all the past loves in her life. and trying to convince him that, you know, you are the love of my life. And once I get everything done, I'll let you read it. And it was about, you know, making me come to the realization of why I do the things that I do in my relationships, and, you know, push people away, and, you know, cheat on people, and, you know, don't fully commit and all this stuff or whatever. But I just want to let you know that you are the love of my life right now, and you are meant for me. Baby, the phone rang. Nova got up because it was Charlie. She go to another room. Dominic took it upon himself to look in her stuff. Now, see, Dominic, I was giving you a chance. You was hanging on by a thread for no reason in particular, okay? I just wanted Nova to be with Miss Camille. But I said, girl, I'm gonna let that go because this is beautiful black love right here, okay? Y'all is doing it. Y'all ain't got no problems. But baby, you done fucked up because you crossed the line. Don't go through my stuff. And you set your ass there and you read her stuff and got your face cracked, okay? Nova came back and said, so what, you was up in my laptop? He was like, you was up here with that man, that fucking cop, and then you gonna tell you that he the love of your life? And she said, bitch, first the fucking all, this is why I told you not to look at my shit, and I was gonna let you see it when I was ready. But then if you want to look at stuff, why don't you look at the whole thing? And she put it down and he was looking at it, and she was like, I said he was the love of my life when I did not know what love was. I said, oops, girl. And then he flipped that shit on her and said, so this whole time you up here trying to figure out what love is and if you truly love me, and I already knew what it was. And I said, bitch, so are you about to break up with her? I said, Dominic, get the fuck up out of here. You knew what you was getting into when you got with her, okay? She never made it a secret, and she was not lying to you. So now all of a sudden it's a ish. I said, Dominic, get the fuck on. Get the fuck on. And baby, you want to know who got the fuck on? Bye. I said, you know what? This whole shit with the Landrys, I got to go on down there and I got to talk to Betty. You know, the last address that we got of her is up in Seattle. I got to see what's going on with her. Hollywood said, we don't even know if that's really her address. He said, I don't give a fuck. She said, you know what? I'm finna go. He said, that's fine, bitch. You know, we finna Bonnie and Clyde this thing. My shit already up in the car. Girl, they go down there. And in the end of the episode, we saw that they was outside Betty's house. They was doing a little stakeout. I said, y'all look so goddamn obvious. She was like, look, there go Betty right there. I could tell her silhouette. I said, damn, Vi. Vi said, I'm going to have to do this by myself, Hollywood. Girl, she go up to Betty's door, knock on that door, and that was the end of the episode. I said, what? I want to see who Betty is, baby. But that was Queen Sugar. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. And I really hope that y'all get the feel of this episode, this review, because like I said, I was a little pissed that the shit, I mean, just went out. I thought I was recording and I didn't. Anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.